What is a background check? In this video, we're going to go over some of the essentials when it comes to a background check. If you go to sheriffsdepartment.net, you'll have state resources and county resources you're able to use to do a background check. And I'm going to go ahead and select the state of Maryland for this example. Most states will have a very similar process, similar databases. And we're going to go and just take a look at some of the essential things when it comes to a background check. Some of the essential records would be court records, recorder's office, criminal records, driving records, business lookup or license verification, prison records, sexual offender registry. At the county level, you're also able to look at things like property records, jail records, things like that. So what is a background check? It just depends what the background check is for. If it's a simple check, sometimes a simple check, it just looks for criminal records. And for example, in the state of Maryland, you have options for different types of background checks when it comes to criminal records. You could do a state-only check, which just checks criminal records within the state. And you also have an option to add an FBI check to that, and that goes more into FBI has a national database of criminal records. It's not going to be as good as the state if you're just doing the state-only check, but it's an option in a lot of background checks. Use this FBI plus the state background check. It's also a good idea if you know previous addresses to do a state-only check within that state, because people do move around, and to make sure nothing is missed, it's a good idea to do that. Another thing when it comes to background checks would be court records, and you can also check criminal records when it comes to court records. Anytime somebody gets arrested, they have to go see a judge. That creates a court record. Records are considered public record. You also have things in there like civil records, which could be lawsuits, financial things. It could be evictions. It can be family matters. All sorts of things can be found using court records also. So depending on the background check and how deep somebody wants to go, these types of things would be included in there. If it's like a job background check and driving records need to be checked, driving records will be checked. You have business lookup. If maybe it's a financial partnership or something and a business needs to be verified, professional license needs to be verified, that can also be included in the background check. Prison records, sexual offender registry, property records, things like that. So all of these things are essential when it comes to background checks. Depending on what it's for, it could have a couple of additional things. It could be more complex when a person actually has to get involved, like somebody needs to verify, say, references. So somebody will get on the phone and verify these references, maybe make sure somebody actually graduated from a school. They'll go make submissions to these schools to make sure all that is good. Maybe they're going to do a background check on and check up on previous landlords, things like that. So what is a background check? It's really difficult to answer because there are many reasons why people do background checks, but I just went over some of the more essential things. Criminal records probably being one of the most sought after record types when it comes to background check. And sheriffsdepartment.net, we have compiled a database for each state. We have specific pages, and these are going to be official and direct. So anything from background checks to warrant information to vital records. If you come on down, you can take a look for yourself. I'm going to leave a link in the description. You can also just type sheriffsdepartment.net in your browser and come on down and see what record types are available out there for background checks.